On September 4, 1939, Britain and France declared war on Germany, marking a pivotal moment in history that would shape the course of World War II. This declaration came just days after Germany invaded Poland, an act that shattered the fragile peace in Europe. The aggressive expansion of Adolf Hitler's regime had been building for years, with the annexation of Austria and the Sudetenland serving as ominous warnings. As tensions escalated, both Britain and France recognized the need to stand against tyranny, leading to their united response. This moment was not just a declaration of war. It signified a commitment to defend democracy and freedom against totalitarianism. The significance of this decision cannot be overstated, as it set the stage for a global conflict that would last 6 years and result in unprecedented loss and change. Join us as we delve deeper into the events surrounding this crucial declaration and its lasting impact on the world. In the years leading up to the war declaration, Europe was rife with geopolitical tensions, primarily fueled by the rise of Nazi Germany. Under Adolf Hitler's leadership, Germany adopted aggressive expansionist policies, aiming to reclaim lost territories and establish dominance in Europe. This ambition became evident with the remilitarization of the Rhineland and the annexation of Austria, which went largely unchecked by other nations. The invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939 marked a critical turning point, as it violated the Treaty of Versailles and prompted Britain and France to reconsider their stance. The implications were profound. Both nations had pledged to protect Poland's sovereignty, and Hitler's actions left them with little choice but to respond. Key figures in this decision-making process included British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain and French Premier Edouard Daladier, who faced immense pressure to act decisively against the growing threat of fascism in Europe. Germany's invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939, was marked by a swift and brutal military strategy known as blitzkrieg, or lightning war. This approach combined fast-moving infantry, armored divisions, and coordinated air support to overwhelm Polish defenses quickly. The effectiveness of this strategy caught the Polish forces off guard, leading to rapid territorial gains for Germany. In the international arena, the invasion prompted immediate condemnation, but initial responses were limited. Britain and France, while pledging support to Poland, hesitated to take direct military action, hoping to avoid a full-scale war. However, the invasion shattered any remaining illusions of peace in Europe. The humanitarian impact on Polish citizens was devastating, as the conflict resulted in widespread destruction, loss of life, and the displacement of millions. Families were torn apart, cities were reduced to rubble, and the brutal occupation that followed would leave deep scars on the Polish nation, setting the stage for further atrocities during the war. In the wake of Germany's invasion of Poland, both Britain and France faced intense discussions and debates within their governments regarding the appropriate response. British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain and French Premier Edouard Daladier grappled with the implications of their commitments to Poland as outlined in mutual defense treaties. The importance of these alliances became increasingly clear. Failing to act could embolden Hitler further and jeopardize the stability of Europe. Public sentiment in both nations was complex. While many citizens were weary of another war after the devastation of World War I, there was also a strong desire to stand against aggression and support Poland. As news of the invasion spread, rallies and protests emerged, urging leaders to take a firm stance. Ultimately, the combination of diplomatic discussions, treaty obligations, and growing public pressure culminated in the historic decision to declare war on Germany on September 3, 1939, marking a decisive shift in the course of history. The formal declaration of war by Britain and France on September 3, 1939, was the culmination of a series of urgent events following Germany's invasion of Poland. On September 1st, Germany launched its attack, and by September 3rd, both nations issued ultimatums demanding Germany withdraw its forces. When the deadline passed without compliance, the decision to declare war became inevitable. British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain addressed the nation, emphasizing the moral obligation to stand against tyranny and uphold international law. Similarly, French Premier Édouard Daladier delivered a passionate speech, highlighting the need to defend freedom and justice. The declarations were met with mixed reactions. While many in Britain and France felt a sense of resolve and duty, others were apprehensive about the prospect of another devastating conflict. The military, however, prepared for action, mobilizing troops and resources in anticipation of the challenges ahead. This moment marked the beginning of a long and arduous struggle that would engulf the world. The declaration of war by Britain and France on September 3, 1939, marked the official beginning of World War II, setting off a chain of military engagements that would engulf nations across the globe. Following the declaration, the conflict escalated rapidly, with Germany launching further offensives in Western Europe, including the invasions of Belgium and France in 1940. This period saw a significant shift in global alliances, as countries were forced to choose sides, leading to the formation of the Allies and the Axis powers. The war's escalation brought in nations like the United States and the Soviet Union, fundamentally altering the geopolitical landscape. The long-term consequences of this declaration were profound for Europe. The continent faced widespread destruction, loss of life, and a reconfiguration of borders and power dynamics. The war ultimately led to the establishment of the United Nations and a commitment to prevent future conflicts, shaping international relations for decades to come. In summary, September 3, 1939, stands as a significant turning point in history, marking the formal declaration of war by Britain and France against Germany and the onset of World War II. We explored the geopolitical tensions that led to this moment, the military strategies employed during Germany's invasion of Poland, and the reactions from both governments and the public. This historical event serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of aggression and the importance of standing up for democracy and freedom. As we reflect on the lessons learned from this pivotal moment, it's crucial to recognize how these events shape the world we live in today. If you found this video informative and engaging, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking the video, and sharing it with others who may be interested in history. Your support helps us create more content that dives deep into significant historical events and their lasting impacts. Thank you for watching.